Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. Welcome to First Sip, where you come to get your mind right every single weekday. Freddie Blanton, good morning.
Good morning. 7:55. We come at you live for getting that mindset right.
Got to get that mind right. And we invite folks in because here's the thing. We started this new year. Everybody's got goals. Everybody's got this personal development journey that maybe they're on. We're trying to David Turner, every day, every weekend, he's working, he's growing, and we get off track. We maybe we miss a workout. We don't make our bed, let's say. We do something that's not in alignment with who we said that we wanted to be. And it takes things like this to remind us of who we want to be, what we want to do. Russ Hammond, good morning. Russ. And hey, it's an everyday thing, ain't it, Fred? It's every day for everybody. It doesn't matter how far we get down the road. So speaking of making your bed, didn't you have a little making your bed accident last week?
Oh, yeah. I left the house, forgot to make the bed. I had to go back by my house to make the bed.
Got to go back by the house to make the bed. But see, it's these little things, isn't it? It's these little things. You said that you were going to make the bed. And when you remembered you didn't make the bed, what'd you do?
I had to go make the bed.
And you had to go make the bed. So the first question I've got for our guest this morning, Natalie Christmas. I'm going to see if she's a bed maker. Is she a bed maker or not a bed maker, Fred, before she comes in?
She's 50-50.
Okay, here we go. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I am a bed maker.
Hey,
let's go. Hey,
there are some mornings it's maybe a little off. I will give you that. I think some, but I'm 90%. I'm there.
Why? Let's ask you this. Why do you make your bed every morning? And what does that say something about who Natalie is?
I think routine creates an organization. Just getting up and creating a routine in the morning keeps me more productive during the day. And I think getting up and getting my workout in first thing in the morning, I like to do that consistently in the morning. Always have. I've always been an early riser, and I think just getting the day going and just creates better habits through the day. It's how you start it.
Absolutely. I love that. Hey, Fred, we were talking before the show. I have not had the first sip.
Let's do this.
It's the name of the show. Come on.
All right.
Here we go.
First sip. Let's go.
Let's do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's got that nice bite. So I know you've got to be organized in the IT world, right? You're a female in the IT world, and you've been in all parts of the IT world, haven't you? I mean, you've really worked for a lot of different types of companies, and you've seen it from many different perspectives. What has that journey been like for you as a female in that world? What have you learned? What do you like? What do you love?
So as Freddie mentioned, I went to USC Upstate and actually was a teacher and a high school coach. So I came from a sports background and teaching. So I was very lucky. I say luck, timing, and then I put a lot of hard work in to continue my career in IT, but timing and luck into when it's, as far as my first step into the IT world about 12 years ago, almost 13 years ago. And since then, I've absolutely loved the IT world from the fact that I get to learn something new all the time. It's ever evolving. There's so many aspects of technology, how it's being used, what it's being used for, who's using it. And as it becomes more and more a part of our world, just in the last 13 years, how much has changed. And there's just always something to learn. And I still feel like, I went to school for teaching and I was coaching, and I still get to use all of that every day, still talking to people, teaching about technology, learning about it, and then teaching it, translating it, how to use it. There's a difference in learning it and then how to apply it. Like what makes sense, right? There's a million products out there, thousands of products that you can buy, but what makes sense for you, your company, your operations, what you're going to be using it for. So it really becomes on me to learn as much as I can to really help, and that's what I love about it. Absolutely, that's absolutely what I love about it, because it's always something to learn, and there's always something new, and I always people and having that conversation with them.
Well, so. you just hit on a lot of great things there. I mean, I love the fact that your teaching expertise and your coaching comes out in another line of work. I think that happens more often. We can apply everything that we do is adding to our talent stack of things that we offer folks. And I really see you as someone that can kind of get underneath the geek speak or tech speak and talk common sense to people. And that's what's needed in that world, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not the technical, not to say that over time, obviously learning what I've been able to learn, I can, be dangerous with it, but I'm not, I know the smart people that can answer the hard questions if I need to, right? It's also part of my network, right? I'm part of a team, right? Being a part of that team, leveraging each other for our different knowledge and our resources that we have. So something I can bring to the table versus my engineer that can bring something to the table. And my leadership even could bring to the table to provide the best resources for anyone through a conversation around their technology. But, it's my job to be on the forefront of the relationship and really get that conversation started and understanding what the needs are before even bringing those resources in. So again, you can talk about a million different things, but it's really around what someone's needing in the technology or the challenges they may be having and how to fix it or find solutions that make sense or, affordable, efficient, within a budget, whatever it may be. So, but yes, I absolutely, taken many tracks of life in IT, and I've been able to diversify my experience in IT from different angles. And I've been excited to kind of take this new venture on, which I've been in this role for about 10 months now. It's definitely a different perspective that's really brought a little bit more, kind of just a knowledge to the table, right? And bring in a lot more that I'm able to bring to the table. So it opens up the doors for me.
Very, very good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to play this quote of the day and see if we can leave folks with something to think about today.
Quote of the day. Quote of the day.
Quote of the day, Natalie, do you have any words of wisdom, quotes, things that you maybe heard from a coach playing ball?
Actually, I decided I love quotes. I used to actually read a book. I would do a quote before each game and read a segment of John Wooden's book to my team.
Wow, yeah.
So I do. And I may be getting the book. I don't know if anyone watched the Eagles game last night, but AJ Brown sitting on the sideline reading his motivational book. It's going viral evidently this morning. So.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yeah. It's that's what he decided to read. He brings it to him with every game. He was sitting there reading his motivational book last night on the sidelines. But actually this morning, based on kind of what I'm looking at for 2025 and what I think helps me is, and what I've been able to do, I think, as I've transitioned in different roles, is this is actually a quote in honor of Martin Luther King. I thought it would be great too, but Martin Luther King Jr. is take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. So you're really around just not knowing where it's going to end up, not being able to see where, is your success or failures. You can't see them yet. You don't know where they are. So, but just take the step in faith and keep taking those steps forward up the staircase without really knowing where that's going to go. And I've been able to do that. And I continue to strive to that, continuing to move forward in 2025 with some new strategies. Maybe things that are uncomfortable for me getting out of my comfort zone, finding new ways that I'm maybe not be used to really take some of those new steps. And that's my 2025 this year.
I like that. Freddie, what do you think about taking that first step? Why is that first step so hard?
Well, taking it in faith, at that point, you have to have a high amount of self-belief. You have to know deep down inside that you're the one in control. You're taking it in faith. You're going to put the work in to make it happen. And it shows a remarkable amount of boldness that you'll be willing to take that risk and do it in faith.
Oh, I like it. Got to get started. If we look at the height of that staircase and we think about how long we've got to go, if we're doing a workout at F3 or Natalie, one of your workouts, and you think about all the work you've got to do, you better start doing reps. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a 2-minute skill.
Get ready. It's time for the 2-minute skill.
Freddie, what is it?
Oh, Natalie, here's your chance to teach, preach, coach, or joke. Just deliver the goods in 2 minutes or less.
And coming from IT, I guess from a technology, is really reaching out and understanding who your consultation, who your consults are, and being able to be open to new partners, new people, new relationships, a new network. I think we get stuck in knowing who we know, and that's great, right? It's a small town world here in the South. It's community. But as we continue to grow here in South Carolina, especially as we become one of the top places to move as a number one spot, we're getting new people and getting young people, and we're getting, being open to everyone to help be successful and help the next person. If you can't help them, maybe help someone else, or help them find the person that can help them be successful. I think really connecting people to people. And, it was funny. I was just talking to Alex last week. We were talking about this and our goals of connecting. He has a goal of connecting 2 people to everyone he meets. He's like, I want to connect with 2 people and then bring them 2 people. And I just really admire that. And I think that's a great mentality to have. And I think as we get more of these younger generation coming in, wanting to connect and being open to connect with new people, we find more opportunity and success for each other.
I love that. Freddie, I'm going to let you say something because my mind's going 100 miles an hour.
How can you truly be of service to people if you're not open to meeting them, networking with them, connecting them to other people so they can grow their business? Grow their network. It's crazy not to be open. That's
so
on the money.
I've got to jump in here and say these 3 things that I have thought about networking and business development and new relationships, but proximity, energy, and data, right? Just like a network. These are the things that are important. Who we are around. We don't want to, if we're not around new people, we're not going to have new relationships. Right. And we're not going to have new business if we don't have new relationships.
Right.
And it's degrees of separation. So knowing the right people, getting into those rooms with people that we can do business with. I call it the boys and girls, right? You got to be in the room to have a real relationship. You've got to have a good mix of buyers and sellers and coming to relationships. So that's, I as you were saying that one, Natalie, I was amening it from the congregation. I just think it's so important. And in your world, connecting, that's what you're doing. You're connecting people, and of course you want to be in the right stream of data, right?
Absolutely. I want to be in the right stream of that and also help others be in the right stream of that, right? Yes. Me and Alex may never really do business together, but he may know people, which he's already connected me with, and I may know people to help him, and continuing to do that and build that with others. And I think COVID really locked down a lot of people from opening up. And I think we're starting to see that happening more and more, where we're opening back up, but there's still some stuck, I think, in getting that proximity, getting out there and being open to meeting with new people and new partnerships and new relationships. And, so is something that I'm really taking on as well. I think and encouraging, and again, just showing up to the showing up to the table, right? And being there for other people as well.
Well, Natalie, this has been fantastic. Thank you for joining us this morning. Sarah, I wanted to say something. Sarah is a bed maker, and I like that, Sarah. Pearl says routine is important, easy to miss a day. It sure is. If we get off track, the second quote of the day, a little bonus. If you get off track, the best thing you do, get back on, right? As soon as possible. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Have a great day.
See you.